rained out at round number 2 back in May, and due to technical difficulties at round number 3 in June, we were not able to have that showcase. We're back here in July for round number 4 of 2013. We have great weather for today's racing. It's going to make for great track conditions. A little bit wet in some areas, but it's going to be a great day for racing here at Action Sports. This is session number 4, which will include our pro class riders, some of our novice class riders, as well as a couple of our B class riders in different classes. Here for round number 4. Last time out, Chris Montgomery was a big winner aboard his Yamaha. As we head into today's racing, our key class we're going to look for is a 250B class. Current points leader Jake Walters with a second at round 1. I'm able to race at round number 2, and a win at round number 3 gives him 38 points with that third at round number 1. Second place aboard the Husky, Jordan Strickland with a win at round number 1. Mechanical problems at round number 2 put him back to a 5th place position, 7 points now back behind Jake Walters. And third position for the KTM, Dalton Beccarelli with the 419. He has 34 points, 4 points behind leader Jake Walters. As we head into today's racing, all eyes are going to be on the pro class, which is going to include Chris Montgomery, Isaac Walton, and Judson Coakley. Session 4 classes, once again, the Open Pro class, the 4-stroke heavy B class, the 250B class, as well as the heavyweight novice class. Earlier today in session number 1, Isaac Walton off to the early lead, but was quickly passed on lap number 2 by Chris Montgomery. As the flag is up now, who's going to get the first turn first? Looks like Montgomery's going to get the quick light aboard the Yamaha. So Montgomery leads it in. Coakley off to a slow start aboard the Honda. Moving back to run number 2, the 250B class. Dalton Beccarelli, Shady Huntley. Looks like Kyle Strickland aboard the KTM with the whole shot. Around the outside, Jake Walters, your current points leader, Huntley, Beccarelli, and then Strickland. Josh Eagle coming back from injury aboard the 378 Honda, Road 3 4-stroke heavy B class. Off to a lightning quick start, Josh Verity. He knows he's got it. Willie's into the turn. Oh, he stalled it. Verity stalls the engine after a massive, what would have been whole shot. Looks like Isaac Parsons took the lead. Chad Ingles in the number 2 spot. Jonathan Mullins in third, and all that work Verity did in the first 5 seconds is for none, as he gets it finally refired. As we move now to row number 4, the heavyweight novice class. Looks like 23 maybe? No, the 147, Michael Nutter on the KTM, he gets the whole shot in your heavyweight novice class. We move back to the head of the pack. Chris Montgomery still leading. Isaac Walton right on his tail. Walton with a huge double up the hill. That's actually part of the motocross track here at Action Sports. It doesn't run out of the woods like they just did, like Coakley is doing right now. Actually a little off to the left right before the jump. There's a turn there, which part of the motocross track runs for the AMA Vintage National Motocross Series that ran back in May. Bringing me back, looks like we're into the 3rd row right now, and that looks like Parsons. Verity with the jump. He's already back in the number 2 spot. Ingles still in 3rd. They've already passed up Eagle, who's still dealing with that shoulder injury. I believe it was a broken collarbone from a bicycle accident about a month and a half ago. Looks like Mullins has already had a problem, as Nutter leads the way. Looks like Evener in the number 2 spot aboard the Honda. Jeff Evelyn aboard the 134. Looks like Bobby Christman on the 136 machine. That's, I believe, 5th right now. We move now to Scott Strickland aboard the 343 Husky machine. Tyler Fife, maybe? Yeah, Fife aboard the Kawasaki from your novice class. All of our riders start to check through. We're early into lap number 1 of racing. 271 machine as Eric Steinberg avoided 3TM. Looks like we're back to the head of the pack once again. Maybe we're still in the back of things. Looks like that might be Jeremy Randolph for the 830. He runs in the novice class. Looks like we're pretty much in the same section. Looks like Montgomery has found a line over that double now as he continues to lead Walton. So Walton's still on the back end of Montgomery. He's gained a little bit of ground over this last lap. As Coker now continues to run in the number 3 position in the pro class. It should be the 250B class up next. And it is Kyle Strickland with Jordan Strickland, no relation as far as I know. Strickland after the slow start, quickly in number 2 spot. Strickland close to the, I believe he's close to the 40-year-old range, but he still knows how to get it done. As Dalton Beccarelli checks in for the number 3 spot. Walters after the whole shot all the way back to the number 4 spot. Like that might have been Parsons with there's Verity over the double, so Verity still has in the number 2 spot behind Parsons. Parsons comes down the hill. Different styles by those two. Verity looks over to see who's in the number 3 spot, which I believe is still Ingles aboard the Suzuki. Different styles going down the hill. Parsons more of sitting down style like Ingles is. Verity was standing on the pegs down the hill. We're already back into the novice class. Nutter still leads the way with Evener right on his back end. Chrisman on the 136 getting a little out of shape. He's made the pass on Edwin now. We move back. This is the early part of the lap. Montgomery still leads the way. Where is the number 449 KTM? There's Walton now. So Walton has had a problem and he has fallen way off the pace. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here at Action Sports. Hello everyone, welcome back to Action Sports. As we head back in, we're about halfway through this race right now. Josh Verity looks like now has moved into the #1 spot in your 4-stroke heavy B class. I believe we just caught a glimpse of your novice lead right now. It looks like Nutter is still leading the way over Evener. Taylor Evener aboard the 37. Bobby Crispin on the 136. It looks like it's starting to dry out a little bit here at the motor park. There was some rain a day or two before, but a lot of elevation here at Action Sports, a lot of places for the water to run off. We get our first look now at TJ Brooks aboard the 95 KTM. He makes his way towards the finish. Now back to the front of the pack. Montgomery with that comfortable lead that he had before we went to break. Still controls the #1 ride. Walton now up and over the final hill as he head towards the finish line to complete another lap. Almost washing the front end out. He pushed it quite a bit going into that turn. We move back into the woods. There is Taylor Evener. Bobby Crispin now checking in, so we might have missed Nutter aboard the 147. Chad Ingles, Jeff Evelyn going by. We continue to roll through this session 4 race. Montgomery now circles around once again. Scott Strickland aboard the 243 Husky. Mullins right behind him on the 267. Here's your second place, Walton. Walton's still on the gas. Not able to make up a whole lot of time though on Montgomery. In fact, he might be losing about 2 to 3 seconds a lap. Whatever problem he had early in the race really cost him, and now lap traffic is becoming a factor. Walton gets held up just a little bit more. Walton heads up the final hill. He's going to complete another lap. TJ Brooks, I believe he runs the #5 spot right now in your novice class with the sports cycles back to KTM. It looks like Jordan Strickland has finally made the pass on Connell Strickland for the lead in your 250B class. And it looks like he is on a roll right now. He came zipping through that section. Strickland, they have both passed up in third place rider in the pro class, Judson Coakley. So Coakley has had even more problems. As now Walters checks in for the #3 spot. So Huntley is falling off the pace. He is now in the #4 spot aboard the 727 Yamaha. Actually, Huntley's moving up. It's actually Beccarelli who just checked in on the 419 in your screen. He's actually the one that's falling off the pace here in their 250B class. So after the mechanical problems that Strickland had at round #3, this win's really going to help him out in the points race. It looks like Verity has now taken over the lead. We never saw Parsons, so Verity now into the lead in the 4-stroke heavy B class. Montgomery has already come through. Walden now checks back in for the #2 spot in the pro class. And everything is staying the same, which includes this battle for your novice class. Nutter still holding the spot over Evener, but he has not had a moment to relax since the flag drop. Montgomery back in once again. He's heading towards the finish line to complete yet another lap. As Josh Eagle aboard the 378. Looks like he's just trying to get his legs back under him after being off the bike for about 2 months or more, which involved that collarbone injury that he had back in June. Strickland back in once again, still leading in the 250B class. He might be starting to gain ground on Walden ahead of him, who started on road #1. As far as overall positions are concerned, we start the rows 30 seconds apart, which is just the time. So if Strickland was able to finish within 30 seconds of Walton or Montgomery for that matter, Strickland would get the overall win if that would happen. Montgomery looks like has a solid lead on the overall picture right now. And actually, that's the way it's going to end up. Montgomery with the win, Walton in second, Coakley third in your pro class. As Verity continues to circle around. Chad Ingles, it looks like he's been having a rough one. Verity comes back in, so it looks like Ingles has really had a problem as his goggles are off. Verity continues to surge. Next Steinberg one more time. As far as the 250B class concerned, it was Jordan Strickland taking the win. Kyle Strickland held on for second. I believe Walters does hold on for third. As you see it right here in the novice class, Evener makes the pass on Nutter, and that's the way it's going to end up. Evener takes the win over Michael Nutter in the novice class. As far as the Porsche Heavy B is concerned, Verity, after getting the whole shot, passes up Parsons. Parsons actually had a huge crash and jammed his shoulder into a tree. We haven't had word on what happened officially, but Parsons is out of this race. Walden's going to take the win in the Porsche Heavy B class. You see for the final time, Montgomery is already through, Walton is through, pro class. That's the way it's going to end up. As Strickland came through, Huntley with a huge pop. He must have gotten cross-shredded right there. So Huntley trying to survive. As Tyler Fife checks in one more time for the heavyweight novice class on his Kawasaki. We'd like to thank you for watching with us today. Make sure to check out the rest of our videos at lonewolfmotocast.com. We thank you for watching. Round number 5 from August will be our next event here on Action Sports TV. Thank you for watching, everyone.